The Tale of the Magic Pear Tree. On a bustling marketplace street, filled with the chatter of eager merchants and lively customers, a humble farmer stood by his wooden cart, proudly displaying his finest pears. Each one was plump, golden, and exuded a sweet fragrance that tempted passers-by. The farmer had carefully hand-picked these pears, confident they would fetch a good price. Just as he was tallying his potential earnings, a scruffy-looking Taoist priest shuffled up to the cart. Dressed in tattered robes, his hair unkempt and beard a tangled mess, he stared longingly at the pears. After a moment, he spoke, "Kind sir, could you spare me just one pear?" The farmer scoffed. "Go away, beggar," he snapped. "I sell my pears, I don't give them away for free." But the priest remained unmoved, his eyes still fixed on the fruit. Annoyed, the farmer began hurling insults at him, drawing the attention of nearby shoppers. Some onlookers took pity on the priest and murmured among themselves. "Come on, just give him one suggested. It's only a pear." Still, the farmer refused. "These are the best pears in town. Why should I waste one on him?" Just then, a local constable pushed through the crowd. He was responsible for keeping order in the marketplace and, seeing the commotion, decided to put an end to it. With a sigh, he fished a few coins from his pocket, bought a pear, and handed it to the priest. "Here, take it. But let's not cause any more trouble." The priest accepted the pear with a grateful nod, then turned to address the crowd. "My friends, I may look poor, but I, too, have some extraordinary pears far superior to these. Allow me to share them with you." The crowd buzzed with curiosity. "If you have such great pears, why did you beg for one just now?" someone asked. The priest smiled mysteriously. "Ah, I didn't want the pear for myself, I needed the seed to grow something even better." With that, he devoured the pear in a few quick bites, leaving only the small, glistening seed in his palm. Then, reaching into his sack, he pulled out an old, battered hoe. With practiced hands, he dug a small hole in the ground, carefully placed the seed inside, and patted the soil over it. "Would anyone be kind enough to fetch me some hot water?" he asked. A mischievous young man, eager to play along, ran to the nearby tea house and returned with a steaming kettle. "This is the hottest water you'll find," he joked, grinning as he handed it over. The priest nodded his thanks and slowly poured the hot water over the freshly planted seed. The crowd watched in stunned silence. Then, the impossible happened. A tiny green sprout pushed through the soil, growing taller with each passing second. Gasps and exclamations filled the air as the sapling became a full-grown tree before their very eyes. Its branches spread wide, lush with green leaves, and soon, delicate white blossoms appeared. In no time, the flowers gave way to clusters of large, golden pears, their sweet aroma filling the marketplace. The priest plucked the ripe fruit from the tree and generously handed them out to the astonished crowd. People bit into the juicy pears, their expressions melting into delight. "This is the best pear I've ever tasted," someone exclaimed. But just as quickly as the tree had appeared, the priest suddenly picked up his hoe and began chopping it down. The crowd erupted in protest. "Why are you destroying it? It's a miracle." Without answering, the priest hefted the cut-down tree onto his back and began walking away. The farmer, who had been too stunned to speak, suddenly snapped out of his trance. He turned to his cart, only to find that every single one of his pears was gone. Panic surged through him as he realized the priest's pears had all come from his own stock. His cart was empty, and worse yet, the wooden handle of his cart was missing. The fresh cut at its base told him everything he needed to know. Enraged, the farmer bolted after the priest, shouting, "You thief! You stole my pears and broke my cart." As he reached the edge of the market, he spotted something lying on the ground. He skidded to a stop and bent down for a closer look. His missing cart handle was there, but it had transformed into a lifeless branch, identical to the one the priest had carried off. The farmer stood frozen in shock as laughter erupted behind him. The marketplace buzzed with amusement as people relived the spectacle, shaking their heads at the trickster priest. The story of the magic pear tree spread far and wide, becoming one of the most talked about tales of the town for years to come.